It's 34 degrees. I had to kick on the heaters. Guess where? Waiting. What's a guess? All right, I'll tell you. I am near Crater, the Meteor Crater. This is the Crater RV Park. It's a natural wonder right off I-40. I'm heading to Winslow. Spent the night here. Cute park, man. They have really fixed this place up. This is really nice here to stay now. Kind of had it to myself, but it is chilly in the high country. After going to that Walnut Canyon, I was wore out. All right, well, let me get loaded up. We'll hit the road. That Meteor Crater opens at 8 o'clock. I've filmed it before, but it's worth seeing again, because I know a lot of you guys haven't seen it. So it's a fun little stop. We'll make a pit stop there, check out the big hole in the ground. Also, I think they've added some good stuff to their museum now. I need to find a dumpster, throw out a little bit of trash, and we'll hit the road. Those trucks out there you see way off, that's I-40. We are in northern Arizona. All right, did my chores. Van's loaded. E-bike is charged up. It's supposed to hit some high winds today, so we'll see. All right, let's go find that crater. This dirt road right here is the original Route 66. See the poles, electric poles, telephone poles? Those are the old original ones. If you ever wonder where the old road is following along the interstate, always look for the old poles. Most of the roads abandoned between here and like Holbrook, and actually clear over to New Mexico. So you really have to stay on the interstate. But if you want to experience some old relics, there's usually a few abandoned buildings, that kind of thing. Just look for the poles, and you'll find a dirt road next to them, which is the old original Route 66, which is turning 100 this year. Big time celebrations going. All right, we got about 5-6 miles to get back to the big crater. Bunch of cows out. There's big, huge ranches. I believe this is privately owned land. It's not like a government-run thing, national parks or anything. This is what they call it, a natural landmark, I believe. And you have to pay to get in. And it's all ranch land. But right there, you see those hills? the meteor created all that. We're actually going up. That thing hit, I don't know, 50,000 years ago or something. You'll see it when we get inside. It's fun. I always enjoy coming here. And check it out. We're one of the first ones here. I see one motorhome. Alright, I'll get parked and then we'll take a little walk. Well, there's a car waiting there. I always like coming here early. I go everywhere early. But you can see it's just nothing but open ranch farmland. As far as you can see, way out there, those are the San Francisco Peak Mountains. That's Flagstaff. We are east of Flagstaff on I-40. Still got a little bit of snow left, and let me find the RV park. Right there, there's the RV park I stayed at. So it kind of gives you a lay of the land. Ain't much out here. But this is a very, very popular place. All right, they should be opening up in about 5 minutes. We'll head on in. I was the third one to get in. Not bad. You see a few people starting to show up. All right, we'll check the crater first, and then they got a nice museum on the inside of this big building here. There's an Apollo space capsule. I guess the astronauts trained here back in the 60s, 1960s. They used the crater to pretend like it was the moon. There's a layout of it. They got a nice big gift shop. That's a museum there where it says crater. And big old gift shop. Oh yeah, they drilled the base of this thing too, looking for minerals. All right, well, let's head on in. Yeah, they're just getting opened up. They do offer tours. You can take a guided tour. They'll take you on the other side of it and explain a lot, but we're going to do the RVerTV tour. Heck yeah.
0.5% are 81 different elements that we have here on Earth. So it's a large mix of things, but obviously the iron, that's what makes it the most heavy. You guys want to give me a guess of how heavy it is?
I will never forget walking around this walkway here, walking up like this, And in just a couple seconds, you're going to see a view of something that is absolutely breathtaking. There it is. That was created by a meteor. I forget, like 50,000 years ago. Can you imagine? Big old metal rock hitting to create that, the explosion it caused. There's maps and charts inside where that thing's filled in. Used to be a lot deeper, over the thousands of years. Let me go up a little higher here. Maybe we'll go up top, clear up top. Used to be a telescope you could look through up here. That observation deck looks small from here. I'll walk down to it, and it's really big. This shows you the scope of this thing. That wind is sure picking up. Glad I wore a little jacket. Yeah, at that RV park, I looked at the temperature and I go, oh my goodness, it's cold. They do a lot of science studies here. It's great for kids. A lot of kids come out here. It's a big business that they run. And I'm pretty sure it's owned by one of the big ranches here. But that's okay, as long as they keep it going, open to the public. Well, I'll get another view of it. The higher you get, you can really see the width. Still can't imagine something like that. That had to change the planet when something like that hits. Because they claim a lot of these big craters like this are under the ocean where it hit water. Oh no, they got the telescope closed off. It's out of order. Well, we're as high up as we can get. Darn. I'm trying to shield the microphone the best I can from the wind noise. But we're at the top of the crater. That's a long ways down there. Pretty unique though, isn't it? Like I said earlier, the first time I seen this thing, I was just, my jaw dropped, going, you gotta be kidding. And actually every time I come here, I see it, and I'm in awe. All right, well, let's go down that observation deck, and then I'm gonna head into Winslow. Well, much easier going down and coming up here. They do have good access. You can't come all the way up to the top, in like a wheelchair or something, but they have elevators here that you can get up to the lower observation deck, walkways and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty handicap accessible, which is cool. Way down there, that's a fenced off area. Believe it or not, that's a couple acres or something fenced off. They had a drilling operation like 100 years ago looking for minerals. They thought they would mine this big crater for minerals. Still looks big down here, doesn't it? This observation deck isn't for the faint of heart. You're sticking straight off the edge of the crater wall here. Let's take a little peek over the edge, huh? You can see the pipes holding up that deck. But there it is. Meteor Crater. I've always enjoyed coming out here. You can't camp in the parking lot, but you can stay up at the RV park like I did. But you can spend the whole day out here if you want. There's a better look at that observation deck. And they got an astronaut in a spacesuit down there standing. It's hard to tell. That's an old boiler from their drilling operation in those fenced off areas. How they even got down there, I have no clue. I really don't see a road. All right, well, let's head to the van. We'll head on into Winslow. Hopefully that hotel, that museum's open in that hotel. I want to do a deeper look at that hotel while we're running around town there. Okay, one last look. There's your Meteor Crater. That is solid steel from outer space. That might be a replica there, but that's what it looks like, a big old meteor. All molten metal. There's a pretty good aerial view of the crater. And they've added new things in here, the lady said. A lot of it's for kids, which is good. There's a crater here. Look at that, it just missed the building. That's always a standing joke. Oh, that guy's waiting for the next UFO. He's at the UFO bus stop. Gravity floor. So this must be for kids. Kind of cool. I'm a kid. I haven't grown up yet. All right. Kind of weird looking, huh? All right, buddy, hang in there. Bus will be by pretty quick. Target Earth. Oh, the meteor that hit in Russia. I remember that on television. And it wasn't that big, and it really caused some explosions. Push the button. Was they going to show video of it probably, huh?
2013, a meteor fell over Chelyabinsk, Russia.
2013, February. Oh, here it is. It's over in Russia someplace. Bam, there it hits. Boy, you find chunks of that, you'd be a millionaire. Some of these meteorites are worth a lot of money. A lot of people hunt for them.
Nearly 3 minutes after the flash of light appeared in the sky, as the meteor passed through the atmosphere,
Did a lot of damage.
creating a flash of light brighter than the sun, and a shock.
And it wasn't that big, nothing like this. It just gives you the idea of a massive mile-wide chunk of metal hit the earth. It's kind of over with. Wow, look at that picture. There you go. That really shows it. See, and it missed the building. How about that? And must be stuff from when they were mining it down below. Here it is, how much it's filled in, how deep they were drilling it. And over the millenniums, thousands of years, it's filled in. And it's still this deep. So they've had a lot of research on all this. Diamonds. Get a meteorite diamond. Heck yeah. This thing's cool. The whole room will vibrate and blows air. Ground zero. Okay, we're going to go through what it was like when this thing hit Earth. Here it comes. Can you imagine some guy over in Russia, this thing hits and looks over and says to his wife, "Do you feel something?" Because it would have been felt around the world when this thing hits. There it is entering the atmosphere, burning up. Didn't take long. They claimed seconds. And there it hits. Boom. All that, and it still missed the building. How's that? I'm joking. But there's your crater.
And Meteor Crater was formed.
Very creative display, because that room shakes and the air's blowing, and they got the big speakers. Then there's a debate whether this was a volcano or an actual meteor strike. Two scientists really went head to head, said it was a volcano. The other one said meteor, so you never know. Then other strikes around the world, the sky's falling. Stars fell in Alabama right through a roof. And that's a replica, metal replica of the meteor. Can you guess the weight? Nope. All right, well, like I said, cute display. It is definitely worth a stop here. If you haven't done it, haven't seen it, if you're going down I-40 near Flagstaff, this is a perfect little stop. Look at that meteorite those guys found. Wow. Probably buried in the earth, and they dug it up. And there is a movie theater. They play a movie probably about every hour or so. So you can watch a movie on this thing too if you want. Well done. I mean, the gift shop, get something to eat. Easily spend a few hours here. Do a little lunch. Check the crater, museum. Then be on your way. Like I am. Let's head to Winslow. This is their memorial park on the east end of town. We are on the old Route 66. They got chunks of the buildings from 9/11 here. Pretty cool for a tiny town, huh? They also have a rumble strip in the road. It's supposed to be musical. Remembrance Garden is what they call this. Very cool. Very good, Winslow. I'll drive up. We'll park downtown. We're going to do a walk. I want to go to that hotel museum too. So if you drive over it at 35 miles an hour, it makes a tune. They have one of these in Tulsa, Oklahoma as well, on a bridge. Some type of a new thing that they're doing in the pavement. I talked to that cop. I said, I guess you know they're doing the speed limit, huh? If the tune is right. He just grinned and looked at me and said, yeah. Look at this guy. He did it right over it. There it is, built right into the pavement. Kind of a rumble thing. Anyway, check it out. Do it. If you're driving through here, you gotta do 35 miles an hour to make it work. Alright, well, let's head downtown, do a little walk around. The winds aren't too bad here. They were a lot worse over there at the crater. Then once I get done in Winslow, I'm heading over towards Camp Verde. Yeah, over at Camp Verde, you got the Montezuma Castle and stuff. I figured it'd be kind of cool to keep chasing down some of the old ancient ruins around northern Arizona. Fun little springtime exploration on RVerTV. This is part of the old route right here. This is part of Route 66. You'll see the old buildings. That's what's left of them. Winslow's a pretty decent sized town. Railroad comes through here, ranching. They got a really cool setup downtown because of the famous song. We'll see that. Go down, check out the big emblem right in the main street. 2 one-ways. We're heading west here. Then I gotta cut over and we'll head back east. Then the old hotel. It's one of the old Harvey House hotels. All remodeled, big museum in the back. I thought we'd go and check it. Last time I was in there, I didn't check it very well. I thought this time we'll take a better look. Some of the old architecture. Might even see a train go by, who knows. This Highway 87, that's the road I'll take leaving Winslow. That cuts you down towards Payson, drops you south. Then you can head on over to Camp Verde, Cottonwood, Clarkdale. Sedona's over that way as well. Which I probably won't do Sedona this trip. I thought the ancient ruins would be better. Okay, here's some more of the old downtown. Need to cut over here pretty soon. This street will work. Okay, here you'll see the murals on the building, a lot of the Route 66 stuff. Another Arizona town that really features the route. Okay, here's the big emblem in the road right there. And you didn't see the statues. I'll come back up to it. The world's smallest church is here on the route. I usually park up here by the hotel. This will be perfect. I'll go downtown and I'll come back. We'll explore that hotel, which is world class. Right here in Winslow, Arizona. Talking about the underpass they built here. Okay, well, let's check out the old buildings. Looks like some of them have closed down. Restaurant. Over there is that world's smallest church. It's like a little walkway in between the buildings with signage. I'll go in there on the way back. Looks like that restaurant closed. Well, someone's got a loud microphone playing music. There's your great big Route 66 emblem right in the heart of Winslow. And across the street's famous statues for the band that made this town famous. Go there and get selfies with them and all that. The old drugstore, all of it. But you'll see this in movies. All kinds of people stop here. It's probably one of the best marketing ploys you could ever have done once that song became popular. But it's real clean, really fixed up nice. Definitely has the feeling of the old Route 66. And you see a lot of pictures of that store at their sign with the old route symbol. Then the big mural on the building that matches the song. Excuse me.
Sure.
The old red Ford truck. Then the statues. Just cool. Look at that, they even got windows painted in there. Then the dedication for it. Sculptures, all that. There's your flatbed Ford. Red Ford, whatever. I don't remember the lyrics in the song. Something like that. Then Glenn Fry statue. And the official marker. Official roadside attraction. I think Arizona has some of the best. Now, probably get hammered for this saying this, but probably some of the best small towns. Oklahoma has some. Texas only has one or two along the old route. New Mexico, one or two. That they're really fixed up to celebrate the old route. Illinois was cool. 2 years ago, I drove the whole thing. Excuse me.
Sure.
Missouri had a few towns, but to actually have the old buildings and something like this totally set up, you got Winslow. Oh, look at the flowers. And you got Seligman, which is all fixed up. Williams with all the old motels. Oatman, Kingman. And there's a lot of miles of the old route that you can drive here. Museum's not open. 100 years on the old route. Some pictures of downtown, what it used to be. All these small towns are celebrating it. This summer, you'll see a lot of celebrations for Route 66. A few more pictures. There's the old buildings. Ooh, the hotel, definitely. We're going to walk over there in just a couple minutes. But if you get a chance, get down here, check out Winslow, especially this downtown area. Pretty cool displays in the windows here. A lot of merch you can buy. Rhinestones and bling. And the statues with the old flatbed Ford. Cool looking bench, yeah, I wouldn't mind having that. And small businesses, and here's your world's smallest church. Yeah, they got everything all nice and clean and fixed up. Here's that little court I was talking about. There's your church. And a little history of the town here about the railroads. ranching, Winslow history goes way, way back. I'm pretty sure, I know Amtrak runs through here. I'm pretty sure it stops at the hotel too. I've talked to a couple people that have ridden Amtrak, and you can follow along the old route. You can start clear down in California or like around Kingman or something and go clear over the mountain up through Winslow here, probably Holbrook the whole way. There's the Harvey House Hotel. We'll be there in just a minute. It's across the street. Excuse me.
Sure.
And a lot of Native American history. There's actually a campground and park just east of town. Old ruins out there too. Ancient ruins of northern Arizona. Kind of like that Walnut Canyon. That was incredible. What a hike down that mountain though. Oof. That about wore me out. All right, let's head over to the hotel, huh? La Posada, something like that. Hey, I know that van. Keeps following me around. Historic Wagon Road. Wow! This road, this official marker, was part of the old Wagon Road, Mormon Trail and all that. Huh. See, you just don't know what you're going to find in these places. Could you imagine people coming back from that era and seeing what it is now? They would freak out. They'd say, "What did you do to this place?" All right, there should be a museum in the back. And just this old hotel, old Harvey House. You can stay here. They rent rooms. Flower gardens, all kinds of stuff here. Amtrak train drop off in the back. This hotel was going down the tubes and someone bought it and restored it. I think it was in the late 90s, something like that, early 2000s. They brought it back to life. Thank goodness, huh? Saving history. Kind of a Spanish style look to it. 1930. See what the little marker says. Yep. 1930. This was originally built. Fine dining right here at the hotel. Huge paintings. I asked him at the desk. She goes, "Walk around all you want. Enjoy it." And the museum is open in the back. Gives you a little history of the trains in the Harvey House. But the architecture in here, just gorgeous, isn't it? All the wood furniture, chandeliers, open beams in the ceiling. Feels cozy, doesn't it? All kinds of famous people have stayed here. Just everywhere you look. History. Oh, the furniture. Wow. Isn't that something? Little courtyard outside with flowers. Huh.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
All the old furniture.
Oh.
Like their parlor, their game room. There's game tables, chess, big open areas, fireplace. Huh. Oh, yeah, that painting. It is huge, isn't it? Big old ship. But that ceiling, I mean, to restore that had to cost just a fortune. I wouldn't mind spending a night here. Maybe one of these days, maybe ride the train up. Take the train up here. That'd be quite a little video, wouldn't it? What do you think? Oh boy, what a painting, huh? Huh. Interesting. Big lawn back here, you know, growing grass in the desert like this. It's not easy. Let's go find that museum. What they call these, a breezeway, where the air can flow through. You can sit out in the heat, because it does get hot here. This is Arizona. Not as bad as the desert. I think elevation, we gotta be 4,000 feet probably. All this is free to come see. All right, here's our museum. It's supposed to be the world's largest rug or something like that, woven. Right around the corner here. Holy moly. Wow. Now, how'd you like to have that rug? First, you need a house to put it in. My goodness, I'd cover the whole house. That is huge. Carpet cleaner's dream. Say, come clean the carpet. There they are making it, it looks like. Isn't that something? Huh. There they are carrying it. That is really, really something there. Here's the Harvey house history, the ladies that worked. That sign said it was the waiting room, probably for the trains. Super Chief. Old globe for a gas pump, looks like. All kinds of old pictures. There's the tracks, people getting off for 100 years. Well, not quite 100, but good job, Winslow, restoring this place. Original billboard. Could you imagine? I mean, the old route, that was the main highway going through. I bet this place was packed between Route 66 and the trains. A lot of old dishes and china and history. Look at that, an ashtray. People smoked everywhere back then. Like a chair and a table. Oh, it's some local woodworker. Is that an Amtrak? Nope. Freight train. Busy, busy tracks. Trains are always running through here. I will. I'll have to check into that Amtrak. That'd be a fun little video to do. Let me know what you think. Ride an Amtrak for maybe a night. Come up, spend the night, and go back. Quite a collection of history back here in this old building. I think all the people sat in that bench waiting on a train. I could sit out here for an afternoon. You know, the power of those trains, the rumble would probably put you to sleep. You'd take a nap. Huge tree. That always dates a place. When you start looking at the size of the trees and stuff. I'll walk over there. That's probably where they board the Amtrak. Wonder how busy they get. Probably depends on the time of year. You know, in the winter, it gets pretty cold here. You can get snow here in Winslow, Holbrook, all the northeastern part of Arizona. You're high enough in elevation. So I'd say summer is probably their busiest. Well, this is probably the gate where you get off the Amtrak. Right there's a sign, Winslow Station for Amtrak. Pulls up there and they say, get out. Go enjoy that hotel. Well, pretty darn cool. Yeah, those freight trains, they just kind of idle through here. Probably switch cars, all kinds of stuff. What a neat old hotel. This alone would be worth coming here, even if you didn't do any of the Route 66 stuff. Absolutely stunning here. I'm impressed. All right, to the van we go. They got a little bookstore up here. Didn't even notice this. All kinds of pottery, books. Just another elegant room. We're already down there in the lobby. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Maybe this fall. After all the travel season's done. Do a little Amtrak trip. Even got fountains. That's that courtyard down where all that old furniture was. Looks like air conditioners in the rooms. Pretty darn nice. Look at this one. They don't have the fountains on. Very peaceful here. Fun little day. I got some miles to do now. I want to get over to Camp Verde late this afternoon. Get set up. We're going to keep our journey going for another day or two. see, I need to go back the other direction. We're going to pick up that Route 87, head south out of Winslow here. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for your newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Got all kinds of cool articles, pictures, blogs, free downloadable puzzles, all kinds of cool stuff in the newsletter. And it's free. Also, we got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, coffee mugs, hats, shirts. We have our Heck Yeah hats, shirts, mugs. See, I gotta make a left here. Better pay attention. And pretty soon we're coming up with our 2026 travel merch as well. I'll be announcing that in just a few short weeks, because I'm hitting the road probably right around Memorial Day, right before, somewhere in there, which is just what, 3-4 weeks now. Unbelievable. Check out this underpass too. Pretty darn cool. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, which helps support the channel and future videos just like this one. Going to the big crater, Winslow, Grand Canyon, all of it. And I appreciate it very much. Okay, well, gonna keep on trucking down towards Camp Verde. Hey, there's that cop checking for speeders again. Won't catch me. I drive too slow. Coming up on RVerTV, it will be the Montezuma Castle down around Camp Verde. See what else we can figure out. You know, always got Clarkdale, Cottonwood, those old towns there too. There's more ancient ruins in that area as well. And it'll probably be after the event, but you also see the fun run. Kingman Fun Run on Route 66. That'll be coming up as well. Journey continues. Heck, it never ends. Talk soon.